Okay, so this is the best attack build that you can use in the game right now, in my opinion. So for the weapon, you want to use white dew claws, and the reason you're not doing hand-to-hand combat is because these things like do a lot more damage, and you can get combos with them on defense users to like down to half health just from using these dew claws. So yeah, and then for your ninja tools, obviously you want to use paralysis seal kunai because it's the best that you can use for melee. Once you seal them, your attacks do more damage. And why use any of these other things if paralysis seal kunai is best? Okay, for your costume, you can use whatever you want, but the top skill has to be dog determination. The reason that I'm using this is because it makes your combos a lot longer and a bunch easier to hit, meaning you can do extra damage with the claws, lacking for its hit rate. Okay, for your bottom skill, you can really use whatever you want. Maybe you can use like robust fighter, but I'm using, or clear mind, but I'm using out of thin air because as a attack type, you're gonna get into a lot of 1v1 situations and you have to sub a lot. Okay, for your accessory skill, you're gonna be using instantly refills a set amount of health after you defeat an enemy. The reason that you're using this is because you're gonna be getting a lot of kills, and when you go into these 1v1 situations, you're gonna also be taking some damage. So you gotta use that to regen your health. For the ninjutsu, I use flying riding level 2. The reason that I'm using this is when you knock them away after a combo, you can just catch them with this right after, and it does good amount of damage. The second one I use is Leaf Rising Wind. The reason is it extends combos and it can break guard. So it's basically overpowered. Substitution jutsu because you want to be subbing a lot and you don't want to use something like one of these that like seal them or whatever because it takes a while to sub. So for the secret technique, I'm using 8 inner gates gate of limits. The reason is it makes your ninjutsu damage and your punch damage and your health go all the way back up right after you use it, and you can use it like maybe 3 times a match. So it's really overpowered, and all you need to do is use paralysis seal kunai and Leaf Rising Wind, and it basically does more than half their health. So yep, this is the overpowered build, and I will show you the gameplay of me using it right now. Yeah, that was a golden combo, bro. Okay, so this build can also play kind of the objective. Right there, I got Gamakichi, and then this guy, he's just running away. I did some damage to him, like with the claws and stuff, until I started getting double teamed. But it's all good, because this build, like, I was getting double teamed a lot. Well, like 2 times, but still. You can see when I was getting double teamed, I still find a way to recover. Like, here I use that gate of limits when I'm about to fall down. My teammate comes along or something like that. Yeah, and then all I have to do is finish him off, like, with the claws, of course, the cheese. This kid comes along. I do a little bit of damage to him, but like he was just really annoying because I was trying to do damage to him and I was hitting all my attacks and stuff, but they just weren't doing damage because he's a defense. And then he hits me with this, and see how much his health regen from that? Look, I do these couple of moves wait for him to come back, and then I just use that and then sauce him up with the claws. Like, I'm telling you, these claws are the cheese. And then I use Flying Raijin again, because, you know, my jutsu. And I'm pretty sure I killed another person here. Flying Raijin, Leaf Rising Wind. I dodge over that Susanoo. At this point, I'm just going crazy. And I kill that guy again. Like, I don't think you guys understand Flying Raijin level jutsu. Just watch to see the rest. Gate of Limits! Oh, he's running. Yep. Why are you running? Take that! Alright, so here I'm against another defense type. I know they, like, you barely do any damage to them and they're all super annoying. But I'm still hitting my jutsu on him. You know, I'm still getting double teamed as always. I almost, like, I get hit with the Majestic Destroyer Flame, of course. I'm still doing decent damage to him for 2v2. And then, of course, that Beats Key has to come out of nowhere and just ruin my clip. But, you know, it's all good because we end up winning.